Hey everyone, this is me from the future. I just finished editing the lesson that you're about to see, and I realized I forgot to add something very, very important. And that is that you have to wear headphones when you use this tool. If you're not wearing headphones, whether they're big over the ear ones or little on the ear ones or earbuds, if you're not using headphones, you're not going to be able to make new tracks and still be able to hear the old tracks and have them all line up. It's also really important that whatever headphones that you use plug into your Chromebook. Bluetooth headphones, AirPods are fun things to have, but there is some lag associated with those pieces of hardware. So if you record while using Bluetooth headphones, the recordings aren't going to line up with each other. It's going to sound like you weren't listening, even though you really were. So make sure you got a good pair of plug-in headphones, or any pair of plug-in headphones would work just fine. All right, enjoy the lesson.
Hey everyone, today's lesson is on how to use Soundtrap to create a virtual duet with yourself. So for this project, I've chosen something really simple. This is London Bridge is Falling Down, which is almost exactly like a version of London Bridge is Falling Down that was in your beginning band book all those years or months ago. To do this successfully, you're going to need to have two different tabs open. One is going to be the Soundtrap tab, and to get to Soundtrap for this project, you'll need to go to the correct task, which is at the bottom of this lesson, and then you'll need to click Open in Soundtrap, and it will open the project automatically to the right document, the right template. You're also going to need to have another tab open that has London Bridges Falling Down in it, and I've got a link to that folder here in this assignment. You can also find it in your virtual music folder. Now, the way I recommend you do this is with both tabs side by side in your screen. To do that, click on one of the tabs and drag it all the way over to the right, and it will snap into place. Then go back to the Soundtrap tab and drag it all the way to the left, and it will snap in place. And now I've got a Alt tab over. So I've got now both of those two windows open. I can see the Soundtrap workstation on my left, and I can see London Bridges Falling Down on my right. So our task here is to record ourselves playing each of the two parts. If I start by just hitting the play button here, I will hear I'll hear the backing track that's pre-done for me. So listen to this. In case you didn't know how London Bridge is Falling Down goes, now you know that's how London Bridge is Falling Down is supposed to sound when we play the whole thing. Now our task is to record the two parts of the duet and make them fit with that backing track. So there's a couple things we need to make sure that we do so we're successful at this. The first is we need to make sure the metronome is turned on. You could hear the metronome ticking the whole while that example was playing. Down here on the bottom of the screen, you'll see the tempo is already marked. Please don't change the tempo for this project. And I can see the metronome is turned on because it's highlighted in purple. If it's off, it says the word off. If it's on, it says on. Next thing I need to do is check to make sure that the internal mic level is set correctly. So to do that, I'll click on the microphone icon next to Duet Part 1. There's only one microphone on my Chromebook, and it's selected by default. The Chromebook might ask you to give it permission to use the microphone. Make sure that you do that. If I click right here, it's going to give me a chance to check the volume. So I'll click Start Test, and then I'll just play some notes on my trumpet, and it can test to see the volume is set correctly. And when I get the green check, then I know that it's fixed the volume to be in the right place so there's no clipping or distortion, which you probably notice on some of the videos that you make. And Soundtrap should help prevent some of those clipping sounds. So I click Done, and now I'm ready to record. To record, I'll need to go to Duet Part 1 and click on this R over here. When the R turns red, it means that that track is hot and ready to record. I'll click this button over here to rewind the playhead. That's what this is called. The playhead all the way to the beginning. Then when I'm ready to play, I'll hit start recording. All right, so you're going to hear a count off. There'll be 3 bars of clicks, and then I'll start playing. That's 8 beats of clicks plus 4 beats right here, and then I'll start playing when the playhead gets to measure 2. Here I go. done, I can hit stop. And it'll think for a second, and then all of my audio is there. To play back my audio, I can rewind back to the start, and then hit the play button. And I can hear my audio playing along with the sample audio. I can use these volume controls to turn the sample audio up or down, or turn my audio up or down so I can hear an appropriate balance. Now I can go back and record line 2. I'll select the record button for the duet part 2, rewind the playhead to the beginning, and start recording. Oh. Stop, I just made an error. I need to make sure that I turn off record on the other track, or I'll erase what I've already done, and I don't want to erase what I've already done. So I've got just one track is hot, all the other tracks are safe. Now I can record. Select stop, rewind back to the beginning. I'll unselect the record button so the track is safe. Now I can listen to everything that I've done together with the backing track. Or I could select the mute button here, and now I can hear just my instrument without the backing track. And I can turn off the metronome as well. When you're happy with the recording you've got, you can choose from the File menu, Turn in Project, which should be down here, lower in the menu. I don't see that right now because I'm in teacher mode. If you're not happy with what you've done, you can always go back and re-record. So I can re-hit the record button, put the playhead back to the beginning, and I can re-record duet part 1, or I could re-record duet part 2, or if I want to save one of my takes and just do another try, I could mute that part, and now I can create a new microphone part down here that I can start over with. That way I can record as many different takes as I want and save the old takes, and then when I'm all done I can delete the takes that I don't want and just keep the ones that I like. That's it. I want you to try your best on this. You want to have a product when you're done that you can be proud of, not just something that you threw together real quick. So do your very best. Mistakes are okay, but it's best that we realize we have mistakes and then we go back and attempt to fix those mistakes. If you're having trouble with the interface, the first thing you should do is check out some of the tutorials that you can see here in the tutorial menu at the top of the page, or see me in office hours and I'll gladly walk you through this stuff again. That's it for now. Thanks for stopping by.